Does it piss you off when people tell you just be positive? I bet it does, right? Because maybe there's so much shit going on in your life where it's very hard to be positive. You got this, that, this has happened, you come from this place, you got to deal with this bill, this relationship, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of shit that's automatically going to make you feel negative, right? And I want to tell you something about these spiritual gurus, right, that are always positive. Look, they're not walking around thinking of rainbows and butterflies and smiling and all that shit. They get negative thoughts too. As a human being, you can't just walk around this world and get on with your day and not be confronted with something that either pisses you off, disappoints you, scares you, or any of those kind of negative emotions. It's impossible. You could just drive down the road and get cut up in your car and your first thought is going to be this motherfucker, no matter how positive a person you are, right? So anyone who's telling people that they're always positive, or anyone letting you believe that they're always positive, is talking out their ass. Because as a human being, it's fucking impossible, right? But, and this is going to be the point of the video, the problem is staying in that negativity. Like, I'll tell you straight, like, I get times where I'm pissed off and disappointed and annoyed and all that shit. But it's what I do with that. It's accepting the fact that, yo, I'm thinking something negative right now. But then replacing that thought, right? So if I get, say for example, someone comments under this video and says, oh, this is a bunch of bullshit. My first thought is going to be, this motherfucker. And I'm about to go in, but then I see another comment that says, this is one of the best videos you've ever made. And I'll be like, I've got a choice here, right? Do I feed this negative energy or do I feed this positive energy? Do I just ignore that comment that someone made negatively, or do I respond to the person who replied positively? Clearly the positive one, right? And we tend to, as humans, we're so used to negativity and we're so comfortable with being negative and we're so okay with being negative, we just lean that way anyway. For some reason, I haven't got the answers for that one. But it's what you do in the moments that you feel negative. Understanding and mastering your emotions to the point where you know exactly you're negative, you know exactly why you're feeling negative, but then understanding your emotions to a point to know how to flip that and how to look at it differently, or how to completely detach from that and move on to something else that is positive, right? There's no way that you can be positive all the time. There's no way I can teach you, because I don't feel like there's any way you could be positive all the time as a human being. But what you can definitely do is the moment that you feel negative, addressing it there and then, and build up a habit of that, right? So every time you feel negative, every time you feel like, oh, I don't think it'll work because of this, I don't think it'll work because of that, just reframe it. Why will it work, right? I don't think I like this person because of this, I don't think I like this person because of that. But what are the reasons that I might like this person, right? And it's just finding that positive, because in every situation, 50%, man, yin yang. It's always going to be half negative, half positive, and then you just choose which one you're going to go with, right? Because you can make a positive out of anything. One time, the hot water wouldn't turn on, and the water was cold, and I was like, oh, fuck. Then I just did some shit in my head and said, yo, this is you getting out of your comfort zone. Just jump in that shower, and this will be another step towards getting out of your comfort zone. So I jumped in the fucking cold shower and made it a positive. Like, I was glad that happened, because I got out of my comfort zone and jumped under the cold water. It's a bit of a reach for a metaphor, but just understand the principle behind that, right? You're gonna think negative about shit. Replace it and build that habit. And when you build that habit, the moment that you get a negative thought, it'll immediately be replaced. And that's the difference between negative and positive people. We all feel the same way about some shit initially, but then it's just what you do after that, man. Well, don't put the pressure on yourself to be positive all the time and walk around with a big beaming smile, although, you know, smile as much as you possibly can. But just replace that negative shit, man. Make a habit of it. Don't get mad, get motivated.